Today we're going to talk about 6 foolproof stocking stuffers for any truck camper or overlander in your life. Coming up. Hi, my name's Drew and this is Evergreen Overland. On this channel we do reviews on camping and overland gear, we hone our outdoor cooking skills and techniques, and we showcase 4x4 vehicle modifications. Well, this is the first week of December, we're getting just a little bit close to Christmas, and I thought I should probably release some sort of gear guide or some sort of gift recommendation for you to get the Overlander or the camper in your life. So that's kind of what we're going to talk about tonight. To be a little bit different, I wanted to think of some things that could be stocking stuffer based, and also some things that might be a little foolproof for somebody who might not know what they're looking for. It can be kind of daunting buying something for somebody when you don't know all the ins and outs of the hobby that they're interested in. I know I'm a pretty particular person when it comes to gear and laying out how I'm going to be doing things, and I do a lot of research and got lists of different gear, and I'm doing reviews and all that kind of stuff. I know, unlike most people, when you give a gift, you want to get something the person's going to enjoy. This list of 6 different ideas in my mind are pretty foolproof no matter how particular the Overlander or truck camper in your life you're shopping for is. Let's get into it. Number 1 on my list is going to be the preferred pair of work gloves that your significant other likes to use. A nice pair of work gloves is invaluable when you're out on the trail or you're working on your truck or whatever it might be. They're a wearable item, meaning they're going to break down and need to be replaced over time. So even if the person you're buying for has a fresh new pair, a secondary backup pair will always be appreciated in my mind. Now, there's a ton of different types of gloves out there. There's leather gloves, there's heavier duty work gloves, there's, you know, kind of more of the mechanics gloves. And there is a little bit of a particular nature in what type of glove the person you're buying for might be using. But honestly, it's a pretty easy one to figure out if you're up for doing a little sluice work. This is some of my favorite pair that I've had in a while. I honestly switch between different styles of gloves. I use more of a mechanics glove normally. I'll link a couple different options in the description section below, but honestly, just peek around and you'll see what the person you're buying for is using. All right, well that brings us to number 2 on the list, which is luckily something I've never had to use. It's an Element 50 fire extinguisher, and this is different from probably any other fire extinguisher you've ever seen. Super compact, never expires, never gets old. I think this is just a great gift for anybody on your list who has a vehicle, or specifically for this application of the video, exploring with their vehicle out in the middle of nowhere. There's always a risk that something unexpected can happen out on the trail, and this is an awesome safety redundancy to have with you. Really small, compact, this can go in any glove compartment. I keep mine in the side of my door. Honestly, they're just so small that they can fit anywhere, where a normal size fire extinguisher, you know, you got to have a decent size area to put that. These are rated for A, B, C, and K, so I think that's all the different types of fire. Yeah, pretty simple. You pop off the top, pop off the bottom. The bottom is a little striker. The bottom also has the handle that you grip, and you just strike this like it was a match across the top, and it starts pumping out a chemical that hopefully will put out the fire. They're not super cheap. I think they come in just under 80 bucks on Amazon, but honestly, I think anybody you got one of these for, even if they already had one, would be thankful for it. It's a really cool thing. If they're already using this, they would love to have a redundancy of a second one in their vehicle. They could throw another one in their garage or even in their daily driver. Honestly, if you're going to need this, you're going to need it in a big way, and this is a super cool product to solve that problem. Number 3 on the list would be the Frontrunner Strachit. Everybody out there who's doing anything with their vehicle and cargo is going to have some sort of ratchet strap or tensioning strap, something along those lines. This is just a unique kind of play on the design of it. It is a tension strap, meaning it doesn't have any ratcheting function to it. Built in with a bungee cord in the center. This thing is super functional and super easy to tension things down in the back of your rig so they're not flopping all around the place. Even if the person you're buying for already has a collection of ratchet straps or they have a couple of these, it's not going to hurt to have extra. And these are just unique enough and kind of cool enough, in my opinion, to add to anybody's collection. 3rd on the list, I've got a box full of them. You may be familiar with them or not. I'm definitely a huge fan of ram mounts all the accessories and components, and just the versatility of different things that they can bring to organizing some of your tech and different gear in your rig. What RAM mounts do is they produce a whole bunch of different style of mounts and connectors and brackets for holding everything from cell phones to tablets to computers to GPS clips. They make suction cups for things to go onto your window that you can mount from it. They make connection points that can grab onto a roll bar like in a Jeep or something like that. Basically how the system works is a whole assortment of bases and little 1-inch balls that you can then attach, that basically you can attach different arms and brackets to in different configurations to create unique different angles and such to hang and mount all sorts of stuff. This is a cell phone holder. This guy here is a wedge that you put in between the seat and your center console. And if you partner that with something like their X-Grip tablet holder, you get a really cool way to mount a tablet for, GPS systems and map tracking and all that kind of stuff, where you don't have to necessarily drill into your dash to attach something. My honest opinion is if you have somebody on your list who's kind of a tinkerer, they'll probably enjoy this system and they'll probably be able to find something they can use for it. Now this one does require a little bit of thought into it if it's something you want to be designed for a specific component that they want to display, but if I was to choose anything, I would probably just go with some sort of cell phone X-Grip holder, or even a holder that you find that would be compatible with their phone to give them, and just shoot them a link to the website and say, hey, you should look at all the different types of holders for tablets and cameras and all sorts of other stuff that are available for this. I thought it was right up your alley. All right, number 5 on our list. Now this really, in my mind, is pretty dang foolproof. Each one of us, Overlanders, truck campers, we're all pretty proud of our rigs in general. We're enthusiasts, we're Toyota enthusiasts, we're Jeep enthusiasts, we're fill in the blank vehicle make and model enthusiasts. We all like to rep our vehicles and we're all pretty proud of them. So one thing that I think is just complete no-brainer is any shirts or swag that goes along with the type of vehicle that we have. I'm personally a huge Toyota guy. First gen Tundra is what I drive right now. I rock an adventure trailer Habitat as our camper. There really is no shortage of different swag and memorabilia out there that you could get your hands on that honestly is going to be a really good, quick, probably cost-effective stocking stuffer for the loved one in your life. Your best bet for this one's probably going to be taking a quick peek out in the driveway, doing a quick Google search, and buying some cool gear for them to go rep when they're out around town. Come to me. Number 6 on my list is right behind me right there. And what it's commonly referred to is a gear loft or hammock or attic for the back seat of whatever vehicle your significant other is running. It's a really cool, versatile piece of kit to keep all of your soft goods, your coats, jackets, lightweight blankets, all sorts of stuff tucked up and out of the way so they're not just floating all over the car. Now, don't get me wrong, the person you're buying for could possibly have one of these, but a quick peek in their back seat will be able to tell you that. You can see a video to the one I have made by Northwest Nomadic Design. I will link in the top of the description section here, as well as below, to their Instagram page where you can go place an order. They make these things for all sorts of different vehicles, a really small company. They're actually on the road right now on like a couple-month trip, but they're making these things out of the back of their 4-wheel camper. So be really cool to throw some business his direction. You might also consider going over to Blue Ridge Overland Gear. I know they make a lot for the Tacomas and different style of vehicle out there, but it's a cool idea. It's a little unique, and it might be something that the person you're buying for didn't know they needed until they got it. Okay, well, I told you there's going to be 6 ideas in this video, but I'm going to give you one additional bonus idea. I have a wife who's super supportive of my hobbies, and I can't tell you how thankful I am for that. If you're watching this video and you took the time to look up something like this, I'm pretty much guaranteeing that you're the same type of person. So my last and little bonus gift idea is not necessarily a small one, but a very, very impactful one. Get behind the planning or the activity or the packing or the camp chore or something, some aspect of the next trip that you guys go on or you're planning to go on. I love trinkets and gear and all that kind of stuff, but honestly, that type of excitement and encouragement around something that I'm passionate about goes a really long way. Well, I appreciate you watching the video. I hope you got something out of it. I hope it solved some of the stress around buying for the person you're looking to buy for. If you like this video, please consider hitting the subscribe button to be notified when I put out a new video. Mash that like button to let me me know I've done a good job. Definitely look in the comments section below to interact with me and ask questions and all that kind of stuff. I love building out the community with this site so far. It's been really cool. If you want links to any of the stuff I talked about in the video, definitely check out the description section below for links over to Amazon or wherever it might be that I'd recommend buying. If you want to follow more about me or want to recommend me to your significant other, definitely hit me up over on evergreenoverland.com as well as @evergreenoverland on Instagram. Have a good day.